today, as you can see, we're tackling the ceiling of the bus, which is very exciting because finally get rid of this yellow insulation that I've just been so used to seeing all the time. And so I did a test fit with liquid nails and everything on the main ribs of the bus. And I'm actually super happy on how that turned out. It's just a white thin vinyl board from like Home Depot you can find. And they fit perfectly into these existing grooves that came with the bus. That's how the original roof was set. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how I put this one up. We'll put one more up above right here. And then also, if you can't tell, I plugged in some lights here. And I'm going to get those installed and actually in the roof. So when they're up in the roof, I can turn them on. Turn them on, turn them on, turn them on, turn them on. And see how it looks. Let's go from there. Alright guys, so first things first, before I tackle on drilling holes into this first panel that I put up so I could install the lights, I'm going to go ahead and install the second panel. That way I have something that, because it takes time for it to dry and I need it to stay up there and be able to drill holes for the second pair of lights. So I'm going to show you how I actually get them up there, and hopefully it stays. Okay, so I have my thin white piece of vinyl board. Like I said, you can get this from Home Depot, I think even at Lowe's as well, any type of store. The reason why I went with this is because it was the exact thickness I needed to go into the grooves. That's what I'll show you here in a second. And it was already white. I didn't have to paint anything. You know, I can scratch at it. It's not going to peel off. So I just figured that would work the best. And unfortunately, they come in the width of between the two grooves in the ceiling are just you know, a half a foot bigger than 4 feet, so I have to take a full 8-foot sheet and cut it down. So I have a bunch of access, but I have a plan for the access that I'll show you probably in a later video. But let's go ahead and start putting the liquid nails up on top, and then we'll put this guy on top, and I'll show you how I use these 2x3s to keep it up. Alright, so the grooves that I was talking about that the ceiling board fits into is what's original on the bus. Now, the original color was this silver color, but I went ahead and actually spray painted this black to match the lights that are actually going to go into the ceiling. That way there's good contrast. I shot a quick video of how I just spray painted it. Basically just put a piece of cardboard above or below here to where I didn't get any of this, and just took a spray can and spray painted it up. And so I have a small little piece that I'm going to show you up close on how it actually works. All you do is basically slide it into that little slot, and it's there. All I have to do is do the liquid nails on the actual ribs of the bus, and then that black and that white is a really nice contrast. And then you add that light to it, it's gonna look, you know, really nice with that same contrast. So that's how I'm gonna get the board up there. So let's go from there. I went ahead and taped off where the actual ribs of the bus are. That way I don't drill straight into them, and that way I can measure correctly where I want my lights to be. Now these first two lights are going to probably be about right here, but I'm actually just going to measure that out. And what we'll do is we'll drill with a hole saw the size of the lights, drill into those, make sure they're the right place, and then attach the lights and see if that'll work. Okay guys, so it's very awkward to shoot up and try to show you a video, but I went ahead and used double-sided tape on the lights and just stuck them up there and spaced them out exactly the way I wanted them. So from this metal bar to the light is 18.5 inches, and same on the other side that I did. And then I'm gonna do 3.5 to the metal bar, which is the green tape, and then another 3.5 there. And then on the other side, I will have the lights spaced out 4.5 feet apart. So the second set of lights will go about here and there. And then if you can see, the other ones hanging about right there, and those will go there and then there. But yeah, so what we'll do is I'll try to find a hole saw to drill those in, and then hopefully just tap those in and see if we can get these lights in there. Okay, I'm gonna really measure these out and make sure I actually have the exact point, and we'll go from there. So I got the lights in there finally. It actually was proven to be way more difficult than I thought. I accidentally brought down a little bit of the adhesive for the board here. But I have the heat shrink over the connectors, and just gotta heat them up and put them in there. Alright, let's see if these lights still work. And ta-da! They do. Now let's put them in there. Okay, so those were a pain in the butt because, I don't know, they just were. And they were just not wanting to go into their hole into their home. So finally got those done. I moved on to my other ones. I still have my board braces up because I'm still letting it dry. That way I have more than enough time before I actually take them down. But these wires were so much easier to get because they were in that right area, in that right spot where I wanted to, and they both just came out just fine. So I'm gonna hook these up and put them up in there, and should be good to go. All right, guys, that was actually a success. It was a bit painful to do these first two, but I guess the first time you do anything for the first time, the learning curve, and then the next two just go right up and it's good to go. I still have these joists holding the ceiling up because I'm gonna give it overnight for the liquid nails to dry up. But yeah, just wanted to do this quick video of putting my ceiling up and finally my lights. And I think they look pretty good. You know, they're perfectly spaced apart, and yeah, I think it's going to turn out pretty well. So But once again, guys, thanks for watching. Share it with anybody. Like it if you like it. And we'll see you next time. Bye.